Right, what's going on, guys? Something a little bit different. Well, you already know me on my channel, but it's also going to go on my buddy Dan's channel, Disorder. Give him a shout, link will be in the description. He's the one who's making the video, talented, that's all I'm going to say. So yes, this is going to be the beginning of the end for me. Here we have my 2017 A6 Black Edition. Said it's been a big old girl, you know, nice drug dealer specs, nice car. My second A6 in a row. It's been a bit of fun, but it's time for me to mix it up a little bit now. I want something a little bit naughty, a little bit faster, so I've ordered myself an S4. So yeah, we were just going to do a little honest review of the A6 basically, because you can watch people test the car for half hour. I've had the car since April. I can tell you the good points, the bad points, and why you should or shouldn't buy it. So let's have a little walk around. Right, so as you can see, she's finished in Glacier White Metallic, which was extra to have the metallic, but it's well worth it. Pops lovely in the sun, you can just see like the little sparkles in it. But also you'll notice it's an S-Line, but it's a black edition. And if you're going to buy one, buy the black edition. Unless you're going to go S6, RS6, this is your next best thing really. You know, it stands out basically because you've got the black grills, all the chrome delete on it, so you've got the black trim around it. You've got the big wheels, because well, 20s are running on it, and to be fair, could be a little bit bigger, but the 20s, you know, it's a nice theme, but it just compensates right. You know, when I had the black one previously, it just looked murdered out, to be fair. So it's a nice contrast between the gloss and the white. You know, it just stands out. Oh, so yeah, outside is pretty much bog standard, to be fair. I know if you order 2018 Black Edition, you also get the black mirrors, which I kind of don't like in a sense, because it feels that you're going back to the olden days, but inside is pretty much where the magic happens with it. It's got a lot of stuff inside, literally where the magic happens. I'm telling you, it's a big old car, big old seat, tinted windows. I'm not going to say anymore. So yes, inside is a very nice place to be, especially up front when you're driving. I said this one, you know, it's got the full heated leather, you've got the full electric leather with memory seats, folding mirrors, it's got the light pack, which if you are going to have them, make sure it's got. So, you know, remember them old interior lights, just that horrible little yellow glow? You haven't got that. You got the blue LEDs, which is quite a nice feature, especially like under the door handles as well. So you light up the outside as well. It's also got flat bottom steering wheel, which is nice, you know, gives you that sporty feel, even if you are in a big boat, to be fair. Bose as well, I know we've already mentioned it, but that's, you know, you sit here, you can feel the sub bouncing back there, so that I appreciate that. And it's, you know what? The amount of people look at the car when you're driving along, it does catch eyes, to be fair, so get used to that, because my ex-girlfriend back in the day, she didn't used to like that, because you would, you know, cruising along, I suppose I'm quite young, but then yeah, it would catch girls' attention as you're driving. So family men, be aware of that, you know, if your wife isn't going to be too happy with it. But it's just an all-round nice place to be. I said, technology wise, you know, it's got like sat nav, Bluetooth, etc, but coming around to the 2018 stuff now, it's kind of getting a bit dated, because, you know, we've got the new virtual cockpits and the new stuff, which when I drop my S4 video, we will do that so we can see it. But nah, just, it's a nice car, sensible car. You know, if you don't want to go for a brand new one, buy one when it's a year or two old like this. It's deep, like I've lost for 8,500 in a year on it. So, you know, what are you going to do? Right, so one of the main features inside about a black edition, which is the winner for me, because I literally cannot bear silver inside a car. So you've got the whole silver delete inside. This has the piano black, which adds to it, you know, it's triple black inside, so you've got all black everything, which is the way I kind of like it. You know, this car hasn't got all the optional extras, because my previous A6 was a lot more specced out than this, so you can take it from a boy that's had it all to having not all of it. You don't miss it. That's all I'm going to say, because I used to have park assist, you know, for the park itself. I never once used it. It was a waste of money. And I also, which one thing I wish I kind of did order on this, which I didn't, was a media pack. So you had the bigger sat nav screen and also had the bigger screen in front of the dials. That's one regret I do have. So if you are going to order one new, make sure you get the media pack, because you'll miss it. well, if you don't know about it, then fair enough. But if you've had it, you will miss it. So yeah, there's that boast I was talking about. Literally, it does hit quite hard, and you will put a few of the bio racers to shame in the little, you know, little fly subs. That's all I'm going to say. If you're doing that, cool. But boast is where it's at. Right. So basically, there's only one of me. You know, I haven't got no family, no nothing. But if you're buying the car from a family aspect, you still want a bit of fun, still look pretty cool. You've got to pop the kids in the back. There's plenty of room in it, you know, there's so much leg room. I'm 6'4", seats all the way back, and you can still fit 2 adults in there quite comfortably. This one also got the 4-way climate control, so all 4 passengers can have a different heat if they want it, which is quite a nice little feature. You know, what's also different with these, well, sort of like facelift A6s on this shape, you've also got the heating up on the pillars, so it does make a difference. I know you can say, yeah, climate control, but honestly, me and Dan experienced this going back in the summer when, for whatever reason, forgot to sync it to the front. We had the aircon on in the front, 30 degrees, and the heating was on in the back, and literally couldn't understand why we were sweating so much. But there you go, you know, always remember that sync button. And yeah, it's just, you know, you got the nice little features then. I like the Alcantara on the doors, which is like the leather delete, because the other one was leather. It's nice to have a feature to pay extra to have that. I quite like it. No, it's just a nice place to be for your smokers if you do smoke in it. You've got your little ashtrays on the door, and you'd be comfortable in the back anyway, guys. That's all I'm going to say. So yeah, judging by the back of the car, only thing different that the Black Edition does have, it deletes that horrible chrome strip along the boot lid, and it looks so tacky. You know, Audi, not really sure what you're thinking of. So that would be on your SEs, your Technics, and that would also be on the normal S-Line. It doesn't look very good, to be fair. And also being this model as well, we've also got the DRL strobing indicators, which is pretty damn good. I quite like that. It's a nice little option. But it's a good old car, to be fair. I said in the time that I've had it, you know, done 10,500 miles together. It's been a bit of fun. Likes to drink the diesel like no other. Yes, I've got an heavy right foot, but you know, you're struggling 25-30 miles per gallon if you're lucky. And for a 2-litre diesel, that's not good odds. Right, so yeah, she has got a big old boot. You know, if you've annoyed a few people, a couple of bodies to dump, then it is ideal. As you can see, it goes for days. It is a bit messy because I just throw whatever in it. But that's the beauty of paying extra for the mat, because then you keep the bottom of your boot perfect for the next person. She's quality, fair play to her. You know, you just even like the proper, tell it's a good car, like, well built. So I can tell you a bit of the pros and the cons about this 2-litre diesel ultra power plant. So it's running AdBlue, yes, you know, the Volkswagen Audi scanners. I don't really care because I like Audi, but AdBlue is a bit of a nightmare. They say it's supposed to last 3,000 to 5,000 miles. Heavy right foot, I can promise you're going to be fit. That AdBlue light is going to come on every 1,000 to 1,500 miles, which is a bit of a nightmare, as I said. But you know, local little motor factors will buy a nice drum that size, 15 quid, there you go, you're good for another 1,000 miles or so. Running costs, you think 2-litre diesel's meant to be quite good on fuel. I can tell you it's not. You know, it's more towards like the miles per gallon opposed to miles per gallon. As I said, it's half the time locally, it's 25 miles per gallon, 30ish if you're lucky. To be fair, pop run a motorway, 68 mile an hour on cruise control, you're only going to get mid-30s, and that's a very rare occasion. So yeah, be aware of that if you are going to buy it. But I said, if you're going to buy a car like this, you're going to have to understand the running costs are going to come with it, because it's not a small little car. She's a good old girl. Right, so final food for thought, guys. How has it been with the A6 experience? I've enjoyed it, as I said, second A6 in a row. I've basically been in an Audi since I was 18. I'm 27 this year, so that gives you the sort of reasoning, you know, behind why I like them. Not just because they are good cars. I've tried other makes, I've always ended up back here. Said climb the ranks, A4s are good, A5s are good, A6s are good, you know, depending on what sort of budget you've got to go for. If you're going the A6 route, please get a black edition. Honestly, it will be worth it. Yeah, I know it's the higher end of the chain of the A6s really, but it's you're paying for all that extra goodies. Don't forget to take into the fact fuel economy, that, you know, just because it's 2 litre diesel and you think it's going to be amazing on fuel, it is not, I can assure you. And the AdBlue is the other thing, unless you want to just cruise it. So yes, I'm a bit biased because it is my car, well, for the next couple of months until a new one arrives. But I'd recommend one, guys. I've had no faults with it, no hassles, no problem. You know, you can just, it'll just, whatever you throw at it, it'll take it. Like, I throw it around corners like I'm on a go-kart, and it'll just stick. It's a bit of fun. A few thoughts mentioning, if you are going to go and do it through an Audi main dealer, get the service plan like I have. I literally pay £30 a month for it. That's your services included, your tyres included, all just like the small, everything basically apart from general wear and tear, which you would expect. But the tyres, I know, like, because they're 20-inch, they're about 250 quid a corner for the P0s on you. So you think I'm paying £30 a month, it's a no-brainer. You know, you're having, what, do a service, do a tyres, you know, you're talking 1,200 quid, if not more, for something then you could have only paid, I don't know, £400-500 for. It's a no-brainer. So that's worth it. And I also recommend getting the lifetime protection on the car, because said you get the nice little kit with it. And yeah, I know it's only like an auto gleam set, but it is worth it. And said any scratches, etc., are covered under warranty, so you can just phone out your number. You just got a personalised number in the kit, phone it and they'll come out and they'll sort the scratch out for you. So that's a nice little incentive. And yeah, that's enough from me really. If you're looking at A6s, go and buy one because they are pretty good. Peace and love.